So, Seth, why would a company spend upwards of $6.5 million? That's the average. So some of them are spending even more than that on just a 30-second ad. Why would someone do that?
Yeah, it's a lot, right? I think there's two things that go on here. First of all, fear of missing out hits advertisers and businesses right between the eyes. They don't want to be the one that wasn't listed on the Super Bowl. There will be more eyes on this game than any other event throughout the year on television, so it's a big opportunity. But if some of these advertisers know what they're doing, they do it right. One of my favorite ads back in 2010 that actually has a business side to it, that's why it's my favorite ad, and I'll tell you why in a minute because I don't want Carl to judge me here, is the Man Your Man Could Smell Like ad, where this guy that obviously spent a lot of time in the gym comes out of the shower, and all of a sudden, here's why it's my favorite ad. It worked. They knew their target audience. Their target audience was women watching the Super Bowl. And Old Spice, who did that ad, saw their sales of that product go up 55% over the next 3 months as a result of that ad. So you can't smell through the TV, but obviously women thought, boy, there's something to this.
Yeah, well, obviously, Dan, and you have it's like one of the greatest watched events of the year outside the New York Stock Exchange opening. And you have millions of eyeballs from all different demographics watching this thing. So, $6.5 million, you break that down, let's call it 20, 30 million viewers. It's not a lot of money per eyeball in the grand scheme of advertising. But what makes a good Super Bowl ad?
Well, first of all, you got to have something that's going to catch the attention of people. These Super Bowl ads are all about return on investment, which is what Seth was talking about. So you got these 30 seconds, you're spending $6.5 million or more. What is that message that you want to send out? And I believe it's what makes it memorable. What makes it so the next day, tomorrow, people are talking about that because many people are watching the game to watch the commercials. And that's such an odd occurrence, right? So if people are talking about it, you've won.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great point. I mean, I do watch it a lot because of the commercials. So,
and speaking of watching the commercials, we do have a clip that we want to play for you. Dan, can you watch this? Tell us what you like. Tell us what you dislike about it.
Nervous? Oh, Lay's. Brings back so many good memories. Remember our road trip in '97? Our first real heart-to-heart?
I've never seen any of your movies. Not even the ones we're in together.
Hey, do you remember when that stalker kidnapped us? Yes. Lay's was there.
Lay's. Do you have barbecue or cheddar jalapeno?
Thoughts on that commercial? Is it a good one? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent commercial. And why? Because it has that humor factor.
Right.
Look, every major event that's happened in these two guys' lives, Lay's was there for them. So I really think that's one of those that becomes a water cooler conversation. Yeah. Plus, it kind of reminds me of Seth a little bit, which obviously would be part of my memory as well.
I'm concerned about the kidnapping part and being reminded of Seth. But, Seth, real quick, from like a marketing standpoint, though, you obviously know that you have multiple demographics here. If you're a marketing guy sitting there and you're about to dump $6.5 million, I mean, your career is on the line. If you make a bad one, what are the key points, like the key heartstrings you want to pull out? Is it humor? Is it return on investment for the average person, whatever product they're buying? What is it?
Yeah, I think, well, it goes back to something I said at the very beginning. You got to know who your target audience is. I think we oftentimes will talk about in the business world missing the forest for the trees. Well, when it comes to marketing, you don't want to miss the tree for the forest. You got to know exactly what it is you're going after, and you got to tailor that message. If it's humor, great. Yeah. If it's, emotion, great. Whatever that is, know your target audience. That's what you're going to be judged on, is did you connect with them?
Well, I think Planet Fitness kind of figured that one out, Seth. It's the $10 memberships for the judgment-free zone. Take a look at this. We have that stuff.
People are wondering. She's never been sharper.
This basketball star married himself in 1996.
Who is Dennis Rodman?
Correct.
Son of a... She's sleeping better than ever, which the paparazzi aren't thrilled about.
I miss Lizzie!
She's even more productive, trading DUIs for DIY.
The verdict is?
Gorgeous. Maybe it's not what's gotten into Lindsay. It's what Lindsay's gotten into.
Hey, William.
Planet Fitness. Get glowing and feel spectacular.
I mean, Dan, they sprung for some major names in that commercial for a place that sells $10 gym memberships. You think it's worth it?
Well, they would have to determine that, but that's a great commercial. I mean, while I'm watching that, I'm just sitting here laughing and saying, yeah, I recognize those people. So it has that stamp on your memory. So I would say it probably was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still over $6 million to spend on any commercial. I'm sitting here thinking that the names are so big, that must be where most of the money is going towards, is paying these large name
the
actors.
6.5 is just to buy the time.
That's just to buy the time.
Just to buy the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, then they got to produce the commercial, they got to pay the names, and they got to do all that stuff on top of that.
My mind is blown right now. I can't believe anyone would spend that much money on anything. But Dan Geltrude and Seth Denson, thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.